Hello viewers, I, Dr. Rafi Muhammad, welcome you all to this educational program of Maulana Azad National Urdu University. In today's session, we shall discuss about grammar translation method, which is meant for B.Ed students. In this session, we shall focus on the origin of grammar translation method and its features. Grammar translation method is a method of foreign and second language teaching which uses translation and grammar study as the main teaching and learning activities. This is the oldest method of teaching English employed in India. The grammar translation method cannot probably be treated back to the tenets of any particular master, teacher, or methodologist, but it seems to be rooted in the formal teachings of Greek and Latin which prevailed in Europe for many centuries. This method was a product of German scholarship. Some of its leading exponents are J. Siedensticker, Karl Plotz, H.S. Ollendorf, and J.V. Miedinger. This method was widely used in European and foreign language teaching from the 1840s to the 1940s, and in a slightly modified form, it is being used in some parts of the world even today. The earliest grammar translation course for the teaching of English was written in 1793 by J. C. Fick and published in South Germany. In India, the studies of Indian languages were based on Vyakarana and Kavya, and the grammar translation method had been the means for teaching the classical languages like Sanskrit and Persian. So, also for teaching English in our country, the grammar translation method which was used in England was readily accepted. Though it is considered as the oldest traditional method, it is still used in most of the classrooms in India. The method is also known as classical method of teaching English. It envisages a two-pronged treatment of language, namely grammatical explanation and translation of a language pattern regardless of the purpose for which a particular language pattern is to be taught to the learners. In this method, every word, phrase, and sentences in English will be translated into mother tongue. Students are required to memorize the rules of grammar and translate passages from mother tongue into English and vice versa. Thus, grammar and translation are the two important bases for a language. The advocates of this method believe that a foreign language can be taught easily through translation and cramming of rules of grammar. Grammar translation method is a way of learning a language through a detailed study of its grammar. The learner then applies the rules of grammar in translating sentences and parts of text from the mother tongue into the target language and vice versa. In the words of Stern, quote, "The first language is maintained as the reference system in the acquisition of the second language." According to Champion, in this method, the first step in learning a language is to get the meaning of new words, phrases, and sentences to be learned. Under the translation method, the meaning of English words, phrases, and sentences are taught by means of word-for-word translation into the mother tongue. Grammar is taught prescriptively through the presentation and study of rules. Practice is provided through translation exercises from the mother tongue to the target language and vice versa. The unit of teaching is a word, not a sentence. A distinctive feature of the method is its focus on translating the sentence. Accuracy is given great importance. The learner is required to attain high standards in translation. Vocabulary is taught through bilingual word lists, reference to dictionaries, and memorization of words and their meanings. The method focuses primarily on the skills of reading and writing with little emphasis on listening and speaking. The mother tongue of the learner is used to explain new items and make comparisons with their equivalents in the target language. Dear viewers, in this session, we have discussed about the origin of grammar translation method and its features. I hope you have enjoyed this session. For further study, you may refer to the list of books displayed on the screen. You may also contact us. This is the end of the session. Thank you all.